Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
We are available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web at infinitedancecast.com. Each and every single one of our episodes are free and available to download online for your listening pleasure.
Yes, and you know, I should start adding in the Instagram, which is at Nick Drago _.
Correct.
And then at Desiree Robbins, which is the same for me.
And at Janae Mercedes.
Mm-hmm. And at Janae Mercedes.
And we don't have an Infinite Dance Cast Instagram.
We do not.
We should have.
Yes, that is something. Put that on the list.
Dave Lagana, will you get on that for us?
Oh, I did hear from David Lagana.
Well, talk to me about Dave Lagana. He's still writing for TNA Wrestling.
Yes, he's doing great.
Down in Nashville.
From what he sent me a happy birthday, so that was a nice. Yeah,
I love Dave Lagana.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it was good.
Absolutely.
He's a great guy.
So, what an exciting show we have today.
Oh, this is episode number 99. We have Daniel Cloud Campos.
Unbelievable.
This guy is one of the most talented and genuinely kind human beings that I have ever met in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. He's one of these guys like super talented, but like he should be a jerk.
Yeah, super humble.
But he's not. He's super humble, which makes you kind of hate him.
Yeah.
But like you love him.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a really talented guy, and he's always like excited to talk about film and dance, and he's so good, but he's very approachable, and I think that's one of the great qualities.
Amazing, and you did get to work on a really unique project with him.
Today's the day.
Oh my goodness! So, can you explain that so that our audience can go check it out and then watch?
Well, yeah,
watch
absolutely.
and then hear the interview.
So today's the day. It's about this guy who is a dancer and wants to go to this audition. He works at an agency, a talent agency.
Okay,
I can't talk, and it's a musical. He's going to come in and talk a little bit more about it.
Sure.
But it was an amazing experience. It was kind of like we had a bunch of my people that I really respected. Jerry Evans was there, Troy Christian.
Right.
I mean, a lot of these people that are just fantastic. So, and Tamara Levinson was there, obviously. And I mean, it's just a great time. And it's so cool.
It's kind of one of those projects that once in a long while you get to work with all these people that you've admired for a long time.
Yeah.
And, it's those are very special moments.
Well, and you feel a part of it. You feel like you're an important part of it. And when you're not, you don't feel like an integral part of the project, you're not very close to it and you don't care as much.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they did a good job of bringing us in and being like,
did Jerry, he directed? Or
Jerry's behind the camera.
DP,
Yeah, Cloud directed.
Got it. Very fun.
But that's kind of what it's at.
We've been really wanting to get him on the so this is very exciting.
This is very good. And we got a huge announcement at the end of the show, so don't miss out on that.
I mean, we are coming up, right.
It's huge.
Big announcement. And we've got the 100th episode coming up.
Oh, yes. We're going to dress up for that.
Yes. Who will you be wearing?
I'll be wearing probably Men's Warehouse.
Men's Wear. So then my question is it the one that costs $199 or the $1?
Well, Desiree, I can't
You're not
tell
gonna
you all of my secrets.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna wear something red.
Have you been? Well, you should be wearing something red.
I think so.
Because you're Desiree, that's your hair color and stuff like that.
What
have you been up to? You been dancing?
Have I been dancing?
Since last week?
Dancing, yeah. Ooh.
We don't have the rights to that song.
You should be dancing though. Yes, I've been dancing. We've been keeping it real. We're traveling a lot.
Did you travel last weekend?
We did travel last weekend. We were in St. Louis.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Good.
It was our first time in that city.
Yeah, but it was a success, I heard.
It was a success.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And we used one of your teachers from Flow 40, Brent.
That? Oh, Brent Oplotnik.
Yes.
Oh, man, he's got some big biceps.
He really does.
That guy's says he's like 163, so he's 10 pounds lighter than me, but he's like gigantic.
He is as big as he is tall. I mean, his arm span is like boom.
He is the definition of not sitting tall in the saddle. He is jacked.
Oh, and I love him. He's just like he's a really nice guy, and he is an amazing tap dancer. Tapper.
His mother, Pat Oplotnik, it was my teacher.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
absolutely. And tell everyone where you went to school.
Oklahoma City University,
which he loved. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of friends that went there.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they would call me every once in a while and be like, "Hey, Nick, we know what you're doing out there in LA. That's great."
How interesting is that they don't utilize your knowledge coming back to the school?
I love that school, too. They taught me a lot about, professionalism and showing up on time and things like that. But, at the end of the day, they have other people they're focused on. They're more focused on the Broadway side, Branson and stuff like that. But it's okay. It's all good. So, but
it was a great education.
Great education. Wouldn't turn it down. I met my boys, Lambda Chi Alpha, friends for life.
And then the gentleman that you have Flow 40 with.
Grant Chinook.
I mean, did you an HP?
And HP did not go to...
okay. Why did I think
they were buddies in high school? I do have a funny story for you. I got called the other day, a direct book, to be on the show Veep. Veep.
Oh, I love that show. It's good.
Well, they said you have to be okay being nude.
Wow. Hold out.
And in parentheses it said, but you'll probably be wearing a dance belt or something in parentheses. And I was like, I've had bad experience with that. I go, if I'm wearing briefs, like, 'cause they're gonna blur it out, you know what I mean?
Sure.
If I was wearing briefs, that's cool. But then they were like, okay, let me ask them. And they came back and they were like, yeah, you'll be wearing like briefs or something. And I was like, oh, okay. Then they released me.
Oh,
yeah,
I see where you're going.
Because the problem is, people don't understand, like, when they say, like, oh, you have to be okay with a nude scene. I'm sure you'll be wearing a dance belt.
That probably isn't going to happen.
You have to be careful.
Yeah, you got to know that you got to assume the worst.
I floss twice a day. Okay, I take precaution. You know what I'm saying? I take very much precaution. You got to be careful. A lesson to everybody out there. So Desiree, what do you got going on in the mix?
In the mix. Well, I think coming off our final third season of Dance League is a big deal for us. We have Long Beach coming up next weekend. We're very excited to have, that'll be our last city for this season. And we are going on to a season 4. So I think that's a huge feat for us. I got to say thank you to Tyler and Janae and Michael, all these people that helped me make this happen.
Cool.
I mean, I should be naming everybody, but feel really lucky and blessed that we're going to be able to continue this great venture we're on.
It's an amazing thing that you got going on, considering 4 years ago you didn't have this. You created this.
I know, that's scary.
And I think that's the hardest part as an artist, to just dive in and say, succeed or fail, I'm going to do this by my own hand.
Yeah.
And it's a very awesome thing.
It's scary. But I keep looking back going, now, why did I do this? Or not why, or how did I do this? Sometimes you kind of like just get into it and you don't really know how it's going to all turn out. It's like, just keep going.
But it's like we all say, you don't give up on something you love, because things that you love and things that you're passionate about do not come around every day.
That's true.
So you have to fight through it, fight through the muck till the bitter end.
I agree. And I mean, if you would have said I would have had my own convention competition, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just what I know, it's what I do well. So if anything I learned from Joe and Jackie and all these wonderful people that are out there is that this is my thing.
Absolutely.
This is what I'm meant to do.
Paving the way, Desiree. You're like the story of Newsies, only you're not a dude.
Da 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 da.
You're not Dee Casbury. There's a little kid, or Ivan Dudinsky, saying, "Did I spell it right, sir?
Did I spell it right?" Hey, Nick.
What?
I have a question for you.
What?
What do you have in the mix?
Well, I got a brand new fish named Don Carlo Genovese.
No!
He is so cool. He's my buddy. He talks to me. And the best thing about him is that I know he's not going anywhere. He's got a 360-degree, 2.5-gallon tank. I can see him at all times.
I love that. So what kind of fish?
He's a king beta.
So like Sal.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. I thought Bella was going to dig him out today.
Other than that, we're going to La La Land with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, choreographed by the Mandy Moore, is coming out in theaters maybe sometime this summer. So make sure you check that out. I was on a huge freeway, the same freeway where they shot Speed to do this huge number. And it's a very exciting thing. I can't say much about it, but it's out there, and it's been shot, and it's going to be a cool thing. The last thing is we got something really big coming up with Another Good Sandwich. Be looking for a lot of releases here in 2016, including a website.
Wow.
And all those haters who didn't support us. I'm just kidding. We didn't have any haters.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you had haters, but it's anothergoodsandwich.com.
It will be anothergoodsandwich.com. Don't go to the site yet.
Don't go there yet. Not yet.
We don't have anything else. It just doesn't look good.
Hold back.
Go back.
Anyway.
We want to thank you guys for checking us out here on Infinite Dance Cast, episode number 99. We have Daniel Cloud Campos coming up next. one of the premier filmmakers in Los Angeles today.
Yes.
From myself, Desiree, and Janae, and Bella, we want to say, hey, thanks for being here.
Yes, absolutely.
And we'll be right back with Daniel Cloud Campos.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey now, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
You may chant rain, rain, go away, but there's one weather system that is here to stay. He is our next guest. Being a backup dancer for Madonna's reinvention tour just wasn't enough, so he worked for other artists like Shakira, Sade, and a guy that's going to be lonesome when you're gone, Bob Dylan. You've seen him on national spots for Apple, Gap, and Microsoft, film credits for The Legion of Extraordinary Dancers, Step Up 3D, and The Muppets. Just when things were going great, some girl in Iowa decided to choke on her hot dog, and our next guest, Moonlight Grammed it across the first base line and transformed himself into a director. He has directed videos for Panic at the Disco, Paramore, and Zed, and also a spot for McDonald's. Furthermore, in his own films, Today's the Day and Shiny have appeared in the Tribeca and Sundance film festivals. This guy is scary funny, like Joe Pesci, Goodfellas scary funny.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be good.
The word Renaissance comes to mind,
He's
and
sweating.
I'm not talking about the kind with the gypsies and the big giant turkey legs. He does it all from concept to final edit with a background in art, editing, music, dance, and acting. The dude also does his own storyboards, for crying out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, the uber talented
Uber talented.
Cloud. What's up, Doc?
What's up, man?
Was that your intro, or does that sound right?
Yeah, I wrote that for him last
Okay, good.
Moonlight Grammed it. He's the Field of Dreams. He's a baseball player, then
Wow,
became the
thank
doctor.
you for that intro,
I'm
man.
just saying.
That was very nice, Nick.
Anyway,
Kudos
Sade.
to you.
Did I say that right, Sade?
I laughed at that moment.
I'm not very
I'm
hip
not
hop.
gonna lie, I
Sade.
did
Is that a
laugh
hip-hop?
underneath my
Is
breath.
that a hip-hop dancer?
Sade.
Sade.
Hey, it's the Hey Sade, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Is that right?
I don't know, man.
Go back to the first part about the cloud and rain.
Okay.
Just
yeah,
do that one more time. I thought that was good.
Okay, y'all didn't like the rest. Okay, anyways, regardless.
No, I
okay,
like
so
that.
Cloud, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Okay, you are a very talented dude.
Okay.
First question I'm going to ask you is,
Okay, thanks.
are you what do you consider yourself, a dancer or a filmmaker first? What can you give us like a list? Don't
That's
let it
always-
stress you out.
That is always the issue with me. Like, people don't know what it is that I do, because I have many passions and I have a lot of curiosities and things. But I think what it all boils down to, what they all correlate with each other, is that I'm a storyteller through all these different forms of art, I would say.
So utilizing them all.
Yeah, and you know, trying to put them all together to tell one story of my personal experiences and just struggles inside and things like that.
Where did this come from in you? I mean, where did the storyteller in you come from? I mean, was there an event?
No, I don't know. It just kind of just found myself there. I mean, I started off dancing, and that was like, because I growing up, like I love kung fu movies, and I like to express myself like
Yeah.
through martial arts, and but when I found dance, I felt like that was something that felt like more like an expression of a language that I spoke inside of me. So like when I started to dance, that kind of like brought me to I don't know, like I started off b-boying, and it was just something that didn't really connect inside of me. So, but I feel like I needed. But when I like discovered Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly, and how they started to like tell stories, I was like, that's the way I feel.
Right.
And then that's like kind of fused into, and that changed my whole mentality on dance, period. And then I just kind of wanted to capture that on film in today's day.
Right.
And
So can I ask, where did you study? Where did you come from? Where did you start?
Where did
Where
you
did I
come
study?
from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
And I can totally go into
That's how we do it.
Good.
You're a part of the team.
You're really good. No, you mean my background of
Yeah.
training? No training. I just kind of like grew up teaching myself how to do things, because in school I was a horrible student.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like if the teacher shows me something,
Yeah.
I think about like how they do it, and I don't think about how I would do it, and I would
Really?
totally lose my voice and everything, and I hated feeling like a robot. So like I would just teach myself how to do everything so I could truly find my own voice. So
Wow, that's incredible.
yeah, it is.
That's pretty deep. I mean, it's really, when you think about it, like that's pretty smart, right? Because most people are robots and we just kind of regurgitate.
That's what we're missing in this world today with
Right.
kids on their phones. Everybody's a robot. Everybody is just
Oh my
measured
God, like
and da.
crazy.
So we
It's getting worse.
lose this part so much.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Because you have a younger brother too, don't you?
No, I'm the youngest.
Oh, you have two older
Brothers and an older sister.
Because I've seen the Thrash, your trailer park. Thrash.
Oh, that was my nephew's.
Oh, that's your nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he comes from a creative clan.
Yeah.
You pretty much do.
Yeah, there's a bloodline of creative people. in my
So
family.
you were openly, your family let you do not whatever you wanted, but they helped push your creativity.
Yeah, my
Because they're
oldest brother
open.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Like, he would be the one that always pushed everything because he drew. He did a lot of comic book illustrations. And
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that, and I grew up learning how to draw.
Oh
so
my gosh.
first form of art was drawing.
Wow.
Through him, and then he would do all these Dungeons and Dragons stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it inspired the storyteller in me because my brother was a storyteller as well.
Sure.
So like I was like, I don't know. I think it just was born then,
Right.
and then it found itself later on in my life.
That is so cool.
Yeah, well, and that's how it works as artists. I mean, we continuously grab tools along the way.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
It's like Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino, right? You acquire these tools over a span of a lifetime.
Yeah.
So true, yeah.
You know, it's the same deal. And I think as artists, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be perfect right away.
Absolutely.
You know,
I had struggled with a lot of perfectionism. Like
Really?
hell yeah. Like,
Did you?
It just hurt me, like so bad.
And it's hard when you're doing a lot of the parts of things,
yeah,
because then you're trying to be perfect
Yeah.
and everything, and nobody's helping
when you
you
see
edit.
yourself when you see yourself and you're editing yourself, it's the
Oh,
worst.
oh.
I like when we did Today's the Day. Like I did that with Nick, who's interviewing me right now.
Right.
And
And Jerry Evans, we talked about it a little
Jerry
bit
Evans-
in our
Well,
intro.
we'll get to that, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
but just like having to edit myself, especially when I did a scene with Danny DeVito. Like I had to have Tamara watch every clip and pick the ones that she thought worked.
Right.
Because you couldn't
And then
handle watching.
I could not handle it.
I get
dude.
that.
It was like the worst.
Well,
Oh,
let's
I love
talk about today's day when we get back. We're gonna take a quick break. Daniel Cloud Campos, Campos on YouTube. Watch everything he has up there. Your mind's gonna be blown and you're gonna hate yourself a little bit, but take it as inspiration to be better at yourself.
Yes.
Are you a dance company, teacher, choreographer, producer, or director looking to market yourself for your current projects?
Do you need just a little extra push to get the word out?
The answer is yes, Desiree. They do.
Nick, how do you know what they need?
I know our listeners. They need our help to spread the word about their shows, projects, and whatever else they have going on. And guess what, Desiree?
What, Nick?
It just so happens that we have the airtime just for them.
That's right. We have ad space available for you. We have both 30 and 60-second spots available for you.
Get the word out to the entire United States and countless other countries. Did he just say countless other countries? Yes, he did. Infinite Dancecast has audiences all across the world, including Canada, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Romania, Australia, Denmark, Brazil, the Philippines, Mexico, and more. But I won't say the others because they're too hard to pronounce.
Email us at info@infinitedancecast.com for more details. Subject line, advertise.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast, giving you a voice worldwide.
Hey party people, this is Greg Russell, and you are listening to the coolest people in the world, Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dancecast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
Follow our guest Daniel Cloud Campos at Daniel Cloud Campos on Instagram and YouTube. Daniel Cloud Campos. He's not a hard guy to find. We want to talk about a lot of your
Where's
films.
Waldo?
But the Today's the Day is one of my favorite projects I've ever been a part of.
Thanks, man.
I hear that though from a lot of dancers, choreographers in LA. Everybody that was touched with this project
Yeah.
says the same thing.
Dude, I
Oh,
watched it
that's awesome.
yesterday.
They really do.
I had some.
No, you didn't.
Well, I'm at a
Tears
very
of
emotional point in my
laughter.
life, but like it was like the moment, just the moment where you like just Cloud, you do a really good job of talking to the camera, and I think Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire both had this too. They would never break
Me?
They would never break the fourth wall and like look at the camera, but what they do is when they connect to someone on film and
Yeah.
they look at that person, they have that twinkle in their eye, that spark, that's something that portrays a message to that person that they're acting with, and I think you do that really well with looking to the camera. A lot of times in your films, you break the fourth wall and look.
Oh,
like,
right,
do
right.
this,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's something that makes the audience at home think, I know this guy. Like you know when you meet people.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course, and that's hard. That's very hard. So,
Right.
talk to us about Today's the Day, the inspiration, and like the
Right.
entire process. Man, it was
Oof,
awesome.
Man, today's the day.
And then
was-
how you even put this great team together?
Because it went to
Do this for you.
Tribeca, dude. This is a big deal.
I know.
Well, that was a really tough project for me to do. Like it was like from beginning to end. It was like when it started off, it was really inspiring, and I was really motivated to do it. Like I was dreaming it up like a little kid, and I was getting excited. And then we did a Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
And then like we asked for a certain amount of money, and we're like, yeah, we'll probably get that. And then we doubled it. And then I was
Wow.
like, yeah, on Kickstarter, and that's when like all the thoughts and voices in my head started to kick in. Like, oh my god, it has to be good. It has to be amazing.
Yeah.
Like it has to be better than what you expected it to be. So then I started playing these head games, and it just kind of like
It morphed.
it turned into something different.
Yeah.
Like the pressure came on, and
Oh.
and I'm an overthinker. Like I get to my head a bit in that, but in the end we found an amazing team. The message from the Kickstarter campaign like kind of resonated with people, and a lot of people wanted to get involved with it. And then it wasn't so hard to find, since I am in the dance world, to find like people
Yeah.
to
Right.
be involved. Like
Right.
Nick was one of them, and so the process of creating that was amazing. Like coming up with the choreographers, and like Tamara was my wife was helping that along, and then it just got to the point on set. I never did anything that big before.
Really?
No, like with a big massive set, cranes and shit everywhere, and like
You walk in and go,
know,
is this,
yeah.
is this for me? What,
Yeah,
what
totally.
are we doing?
I
What
was
are we
like, where
doing?
do I go?
Yeah, I know, it was legit.
no
dude.
idea where to start. And
It was
like
legit.
So this was kind of the first one you got to see through fruition, like from concept
The
to
concept, something on this scale.
Sure.
Because everything else that I've done like on my own, like
Yeah.
With Tamara, like we just do it by ourselves. But this one is like actually, I have to. People are relying on me.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
the
Like,
hardest part because
That's
you're,
the hardest
Pressure.
part. Yeah,
and
it was like
you're dealing with
awful.
their time too.
Yeah.
That's the hard
and
part.
you know.
And to switch the hats from one thing, like to be the actor, to be the director, to be the co-choreographer with Tamara,
Jeez, right.
like it's just
Right.
to switch the brain, like when they do action, and now I'm on camera from like going behind camera, like and then like having to go into character and figure out what it is and I'm feeling. It was
It's a lot.
it was hard. It
And
was
you
really
worked with
hard.
Danny DeVito. You acted
And
with
then I
Danny
acted
DeVito.
with Danny DeVito.
Oh,
That was
just
even
pile it
harder.
on. Are you kidding?
No, it
You're
was like
crazy.
Yeah, because it's Danny. He's like, he's like this big. He's
You
like,
can put him in your pocket.
yeah, but he has the energy of like,
Oh my gosh.
an elephant in a room. It was just like, so it was just like, it was hard.
How is he working with
But
you though?
he's unbelievable. I mean, he helped the process. Like he has this energy where he just looked at me.
Yeah.
Like he saw me in my head, and I was just like having my head down, and he looked up and he goes, "Hey, just, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, like I understood it. Yeah, I understood the moment, and I was like, okay, cool. And I did the take, and that was the take we used.
Oh my
cool.
gosh.
Yeah.
How cool.
Dude, that's
He just
awesome.
knew
No,
he
it was-
needed to calm you for a second. Like,
Yeah.
Just center you.
You know,
But you know those people with energy, with that
Yeah.
certain energy, they just
That is so cool.
project it into you. But
that is
yeah.
awesome, dude.
But it was a hard experience. But most of all, it was one of my biggest schoolings in my life.
yeah.
It was the biggest step.
Things
I've
you
ever
never
taken.
knew you needed to learn. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Man, that's awesome. And and honestly, Desiree, like I've never been on a set before where we kind of talked about this in the first segment, but I've never been on a set before where everybody felt like so apart. Like you guys did a good job of making everyone feel, the cast and the crew, like you're an integral part of this. This is very important. And so everyone
great.
was like super excited,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you've been on sets before. You're like, they don't like me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm
What am I
here.
doing here?
Yeah. So
You need to put that hat on.
yeah. So
Yeah.
at the 11th
I
hour,
tried to. I'm sure tomorrow was like she made it entertaining for everybody and hard.
But it was great though. I mean, everybody wants to be involved in a project like that because they know you care. I mean, that's the end of the day.
True.
Well, and also nobody's really utilizing dance anymore in film. They're dancers in a lot of things now are just like props.
I know, you're right.
They're like they stand in the back and they do a little thing here and nothing really celebrates dance anymore in film.
It's true.
Right.
And I think that's my whole dream is to bring that back into film again. Is to
Really
bring
nice big
storytelling.
productions. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but something that
And the
dancers are
intricate
like,
parts of the story.
Yeah, like Chorus Line and like all those films. Like
I love
Fame,
it.
Like
Yeah.
Do it.
But you got it. I mean, you captured it. Dude, you know what my favorite part is? Can I tell you this?
Yeah, tell me.
Whenever you're like, whenever you turn around at the end of everybody's in the line, and then you're walking down, and then you shoot the reverse, and everybody walks in. Today's the day. Today. Wait, we had to shoot. Today's the day. Today's the day. Yeah, you had to shoot it double time.
Oh yeah. Everybody's like, that was right.
Yeah, maybe explain to the audience like
So
why
then
we
it
had
can
to
go
shoot
back
that.
to slow-mo?
Yeah,
Got it.
Because
Okay.
it's a slow motion moment, it has to be very emotional.
Yeah.
So like we had to speed up the. So
Yeah.
everyone sounded like chipmunks on
Yeah.
the thing. They're trying to be really emotional and serious, but it's like and everybody's just trying to be like, but like really inspirational.
God, it turned out so
You know
good,
exactly
man.
what you're
Oh,
saying.
man.
That's so funny.
It was fun.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And so now this has been at some festivals, some film festivals. Am I right?
Yeah, I went to
So-
Tribeca.
Wow. How did that feel?
Uh,
I mean, was that surreal?
No, I mean, it thought it was gonna be actually but to be honest with you, like it was kind of anticlimactic.
Really?
Yeah, it was really weird. It was
Because so much time had passed, or
Or is it because it's like going to Hollywood
Well-
Boulevard for the first time? You're like, oh, this is
Sorta.
cool.
it's kind of
yeah, it could be like that.
I mean, it was an honor, of course, to be in Tribeca, but they played it with other films.
Yeah.
It's a short film, so they played with like 9 other short films.
Right.
And all the other short films are like completely different. A lot of them were really depressing.
Oh.
And ours is just like today's the day, and it's like really up and happy, but like so people don't really their emotions are going all over the place like a roller coaster when they watch
Sure.
these
Right.
things, so they don't really know how to take in any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like by the end, you're like you would go up there and like the crowd is just like depressed from the last film they saw.
Oh, no.
Because the last film that aired ours, it was like completely depressing. So
Well, you should
everybody
have
went
ended
up.
with yours.
Yeah. They should have, but I think it was like third to last or something like that.
Oh man,
Yeah, it
that
was
was
a lot of, like-
that was a bad,
Hey, you know what? Let's not go back to Tribeca. I'll tell you what. We'll go somewhere
We'll
else.
go somewhere else.
It
Yeah.
was awesome.
Just kidding. Yeah, no,
That
that
was awesome. It's just like it's just in a short film you don't want to go to the festival. Like you want to go to the festival with a feature film.
That
Right,
makes sense.
right.
I see why you say that.
'Cause it's about
Definitely.
that.
Yeah.
dude, that's amazing. And we're gonna talk shiny in the last segment.
Okay, cool.
Because that's an
Shiny.
exciting thing you got going on. So some of the other great ones you've done that I love, Dancing Dead, Welcome Home was kind of the original.
That was like the first
Springboard.
one that kind of went off.
Oh, that's a good one. And then the Music Box. That's my favorite. Music
right.
Box.
And let's remind everybody where they see these.
Daniel Cloud Campos. Search that on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Daniel Cloud Campos. I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yes.
I think so.
Slash.
And also the Hoedown was one of my favorites too.
Yeah, because you like the comedy, like
I
you
love
like,
it, dude.
So how many short films do you have?
I don't know, like 10 or
A
something
lot.
like that.
But,
Yeah.
but dude,
I mean,
like
it's
Cloud.
it's a
Like, let me tell you this. The dude will like think of like he'll be bowling. I saw this 1-year-old bowling. It's like narcolepsy or something. He was bowling, like fall asleep in the middle of bowling. I mean, it's like a 10-second clip, but it's like funny. I just appreciate funny.
Yeah. I know, because you're a funny guy.
Thanks.
he
man.
is.
I'm only funny on camera, though, when I come up with ideas.
That's not true.
See?
Let's do
Oh,
the
wow.
peanut gallery over here.
Well,
not
when
true.
or when we're home, it's just her and I at home alone. Like, that's
Right.
when I'm funny as hell.
Well, that's why you're doing the YouTube channel.
That's why you're doing
Yeah, that's
YouTube
not
channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Real
we gotta
quick,
talk about that.
before we go to break, what is your favorite film of all time? Do you have one?
I don't, because I have a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay, I like that though.
Yeah,
I
it's-
think
it's-
that's a good enough answer.
Think about that, and then we'll come back and give us like a couple.
Let me think about it. Yeah,
Okay.
that same answer.
Okay. Awesome. We'll be right back with Daniel Cloud, Campos' Infinite Dance Cast, episode number 99. We'll be right back.
Infinite Dance Cast brought to you by Dance League and Flow 40 Workshops. Visit them at danceleagueusa.com and flow40dance.com. Dance League Conventions and Competition coming to a city near you. Register at danceleagueusa.com.
Hey, what's going on? I'm on this over here, and you are tuning into Nick Desiree's Infinite Dance.
Dance.
Hey now, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins, or Instagram at Nick Drago _ or at Desiree Robbins.
Or at Daniel Cloud Campos.
Or at Daniel Cloud
That's all you
Campos,
really need.
which is really
That's
hard
all
to
you
say
really
fast.
need.
Daniel Cloud Campos.
Dude, you got some good followers on there.
Do I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Do I?
I'm pretty sure you do. I'm gonna start tagging you in all my
Haven't looked.
photos.
Oh, yeah, I need to follow
Let's take a
you.
look and see while we're talking. So I want to talk about Shiny real quick.
Oh,
Let's talk Shiny.
Give me a synopsis of Shiny.
well, I wish the co-director was here to do this with me. His name is Spencer Susser.
Okay.
So I directed it with a really good friend, talented friend of mine named Spencer Susser. We did a stop motion animation in the beginning of last year.
Wow.
That never got released.
Okay.
Because it was for a commercial. So we were kind of like, we teamed up on this, but the reason how this whole thing came up, it was a stop motion animated film, and it's all with clothing on the floor that look like people. And they're just walking around, and then there's a whole big fight scene happens, and everybody's trying to get after this thing called the Shiny, which is a big diamond. And our lead hero pretty much kills everybody.
Of course. I mean,
And he returns the diamond back to its owner, which is a beautiful woman. And then they make out and they undress each other, and it goes empty screen.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
like,
love it.
so there's not a person inside of it. It's just all animated clothes.
So
That's incredible.
So this was the brainchild of both you and Spencer.
Well, yeah, I mean, we made it up as we went. Like, we didn't have a story when we started animating. We just started animating a guy walking. And we're like, yeah, that was cool. Well, maybe we should kick a can. And then he just kicks a can, and they're like, yeah, well, maybe like when he lands, and what if he grabs a guy and he stabs him in the face? Like, it was just like...
Right.
And then, like, by day 5, the story came along. Like, the
Wow.
diamond came into place.
Yeah.
Like, so we were just winging it the whole time.
And you
That
had guys
is
throwing up too.
Guys are throwing up, like, paper and pumpkin seeds.
It's funny, dude. It's
it
funny.
was-
How did you learn how to do stop animation?
That was my first time animating anything.
I
so
mean-
it was like, well, it's just I'm a dancer and I understand movement,
Yeah.
but I don't know how, there are a lot of dancers who don't know how to animate, but I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty
I think
incredible.
I understand movement pretty well, and I have an understanding of animation because
Yeah.
I wanted to be an animator. I started it like when I was younger. I watched Disney, and I just like one of my dreams is to be a Disney animator.
Well, and your brother drawing.
In drawing,
I
yeah,
mean,
just
'cause you
movement
can
in
see
general.
it, too.
Yeah, and I did flip books when I was in high school.
So,
So-
but so take us like strip away all the real technical stuff. I mean, like you put the pants on the thing and then bend his knee and then take
Yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, so it's all
Jeez.
mounted from overhead, the camera.
Uh-huh.
And we use this software called Dragon Frame, which is a stop motion thing. So you can actually toggle back and forth between it, so you watch it frame by frame.
Oh, cool.
And actually that was what kept the process going.
My
because when you're animating, if you think about animation, it takes a shit ton of time
Yeah.
to do. Obviously, and it's intimidating for anybody to take on.
I would think.
But when you're animating,
Every movement you have to take a picture of.
every movement.
I mean, in
every single-
between.
and 24 frames a second.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like for 1 second,
It's 24.
2
photos.
seconds takes us 4 hours to do.
Oh my gosh.
And the film was what, 4
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
So just add that up real quick.
we both go.
Take your time.
Dang, dude, take your time.
And I'm so bad at math.
No, but
This is when I need a calculator.
You must have had to go to yoga ants after that.
Oh my god, I did.
Yeah, you have to stretch
I
your
did.
back out. That's so
Stretch it out.
It
true.
was so bad.
You gotta
'Cause
go
had
to
bend
yoga.
over, like, and on my kneecaps, like it was hard.
And my kneecaps.
Yeah.
And Spencer, he does a lot of stuff around the industry here in Los Angeles as well.
Spencer is one of the most talented directors I know. Like he directed a film called Hesher. He's done a lot of amazing award-winning short films, and him and I have completely different styles. But I think that's what made this Shiny so special, is because we would throw ideas that I would never think of, and he would never think of, and we're like, but we go with the better idea. And like the throw up and getting kicked in the nuts, like that was all Spencer. Spencer was like, he just get kicked in the nuts, and he starts going, and he starts throwing up. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, it was just I'm not a collaborator. I never really collaborate with anybody.
Uh-huh.
But
Why is that?
This worked.
well, because I have a really strong vision
Uh-huh.
on what I do, and I think unless I'm parallel or I'm with somebody that knows what the hell they're doing,
Right.
and I respect what they do, like it's hard for me to just kind of, I don't know, I have a strong vision of just what I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
I
just
guess
know
that's
what you
the
want.
answer.
So Spencer's
So explaining
he's
that
in the
is hard.
circle.
Spencer's in the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the
There's a
five.
few in the circle
Yeah.
that I would definitely collaborate with.
Right.
I understand because I mean, as you know, I make films as well, and it's one of those things where if you let the wrong person in, it can be a cancer.
And it ruins it. Yeah.
It ruins it.
Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
And then
like,
it's sad
one-
your vision goes away and you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
enjoying
And you're
it.
putting
Like your
your
heart
heart
died.
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
You're thinking,
Yeah.
One wrong turn. I mean, it really snowballs.
Yeah.
So I understand that, and I get it.
and you're thinking all this time, energy,
Money.
money.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say money, but it's obvious that's part of it too.
Well, time is your life. you
And
know,
time
like,
is your life, yeah.
you
Time
put
is
into
your
it,
life.
It's gotta be worth it.
So now Shiny, this also is at film festivals. Is
Yeah.
going.
I just it did played at Sundance and then it went to Trop Fest and we won the award at Trop Fest, which was amazing.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they like Mel Gibson came up and was like, and the winner is Shiny. Like he
Oh
presented
my
it.
gosh!
And I was on FaceTime at the time because I wasn't. He was there and
Right.
he went up with FaceTime with me.
Oh.
And he was like, "Yeah, I got the other director to say something." I was like, "Yeah!"
That's
The crowd went crazy. It was cool.
That
It was
is
Dude, that's cool.
See, that was cool. That
Yeah.
would have been a good experience for you to go
I
see.
know. But it was cool to have an experience like that
That's
too.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what? So, I mean, you're already doing it. You're directing. You directed a McDonald's commercial earlier this year.
Yeah, last year.
Was that?
This last year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah,
I'm living in the
it's
past.
a new year. Now.
It is a new year.
Okay, look, Cloud, I want to ask you a question. Somebody wished me a Happy New Year yesterday.
Yeah.
And right
Wow.
now it is the end of February.
But it's Chinese New Year.
Oh,
But-
right. That's
No,
true.
but he said Happy New Year, and the guy was not Chinese. I know, and he knows
Wait,
that I'm
are
not
you
Chinese.
trying
I'm Italian.
to make this about race?
No, I know. What I want to know is when is it too much? What's the cutoff?
What's too late?
I think
of New Year.
of Happy New Year. I think February 1st.
February 1st, huh?
I mean, like,
yeah,
January-
that sounds good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And people are like, oh,
Maybe past that, it's just like way over. Yeah.
okay.
Way over. Did you hear that? Way over.
it's
I mean,
way
don't
over.
even.
You got a YouTube show coming up. It's your
yeah.
own deal. My Life in the Clouds. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, so I'm doing something that I've never done before, which is like out of my comfort zone. Well, first of all, it's the whole project revolves around something that I've been running away from for a long
Okay.
time, which is music.
Okay.
One of my biggest passions has always been to sing and make songs.
Really?
Yeah, but I've always kind of pushed
Pushed it to the side.
Well, yeah, because as dancers, you don't really express yourself through your voice.
Right, right.
You know, so I grew up like that. And,
Yeah.
But I always had a passion to sing. And so, but I just figured that this is a year that I'm going to, like, you know, push everything else aside and just, like, really give
Focus
it
on
the
that.
opportunity.
Yeah.
You know,
So
give
you
myself
write?
the opportunity. Yeah. So I write and
Do you play?
I play a little ukulele. I play a little bit piano and guitar, but
Yeah.
nothing crazy. Like this is what the web series is about. Me like actually training myself how to
Kind of
produce
figure it
music
out.
and like
Right.
you know. So it's like a web series, and I'm building a recording studio and like in
Very
our
cool.
back house. And,
Yeah.
But you know, I think the reason why I'm documenting it is because I like to create stuff that helps people.
Yeah.
So. My intention is to hopefully help some people who have passions or are scared to pursue them. So
great.
that's like the intention of doing it.
So is
Yeah.
it?
I'm like gonna be like they're like guinea pig. They'd be like,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
if I mess up, like you can figure out a way not to do it that way or something like that.
Well, it's kind of nice too because I mean, look, you know as well as I, like when you see a finished product, you're like, that is awesome. I want to do
Yeah.
something like that, and people look at you like that too when they see your stuff. They're like, oh, it's amazing. You know, it'll be nice to see that you are self-taught. I mean, that's a good motivator for a
Exactly.
lot of people
Yeah, I
Right.
agree.
who are like, I'm scared to do it. Like you
because
said.
there is no excuse why you shouldn't be doing it. With technology, with like
Right.
the platforms to share who you are with the world.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no,
Absolutely.
You have your own audience.
You're
you
so
know?
right.
Yeah.
So is this every week or every day, or how are you
It'd be
documenting?
It'd be an episode every week.
Wow.
I release it every week, and the ultimate goal in the end is to make an album.
Yeah.
So check that out.
So-
That's
Daniel
exciting.
Cloud Campos on YouTube.
Yes.
Well, we
For
can find
sure.
you a lot of really good musicians.
Everybody
I
in
know your husband.
Yeah, right. We can find
everybody
you
in
lots of
Hollywood's
people.
connected to Kevin Bacon within 6 steps.
Oh boy.
Here we go. This is your life. You're in Step Up 3D with Christian Alvarado, who's in R.I.P.D. with Kevin Bacon.
Oh.
Kevin Bacon number 2. Kenny Wormald
Okay.
number, because we got Rin McCormick,
course.
Kenny Wormald. We're going to do Step Up 3D with Jamal Sims.
No.
Who's in-
I did a commercial with Kenny Wormald.
All right.
Oh, then we know.
Kenny Wormald number
We
is
already
1.
know. One.
There we go.
Somebody's getting fired over this.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Never mind. Don't fire
You're
that
fired.
person.
Dude, awesome. Cloud, you're an unbelievable talent.
Well,
we appreciate
thanks for
you coming
having
in.
me, guys.
No, of course,
We thank
dude.
you for coming out.
You know, keep on keeping on.
Keep
That's
on
the
keeping on.
worst
I was about to go
saying
into like a
made
song
that
or
up?
something. Keep
Who
on
made
keeping
that
on.
up? And you know what? We forgot to
Jesus.
make our huge announcement.
The announcement.
We'll do that next time.
We're gonna have to do it next time because we were just out of time
We'll
today.
just have to.
We
Oh,
just
there's the
have-
music.
There's the music.
Dun.
Just when you think it was getting started, it's all over with.
Ah, that's too bad.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Janae, Make Tea, Not War, Mercedes, and Michael, man, Bikram be tripping, Benitos, for producing our show.
We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Each and every one of our episodes is absolutely free to download right to your smartphone device.
But most of all, we want to thank you, the listener, because remember, without you, only our mothers would be listening.
Oh, true. But Bella listens. Bella listens.
Bella listens, Gary Marshall listens, everyone
Mar-
in Guam, all the people from Tribeca,
Iowa listens.
Danny DeVito,
Oh, he listens too.
probably.
That's awesome. Great.
And everybody at Star Talent. And if you don't know what that is, go check out Today's the Day. It's on YouTube. Daniel Cloud Campos on
my God,
YouTube.
Star Talent.
That was
And
good.
Desiree, take us out.
We're Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll see you next week.
Dance Cast.